guys, we all watched the film from yesterday, and I hope everyone knows it wasn't good enough. Today's practice has got to be great. You want to win a ball game, take advantage of your practice reps, because Sunday's going to be here before you know it.
Ready! 380! 380!
All right. Small steps in the right direction. That's what we've been talking about. And you know what? Today you took a lot of those small steps. I'm proud of you. Keep it up.
I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. What a bitter game this promises to be. These division matchups always call for some extra explosiveness in the passing game. And this is the man they'll be looking to deliver it. It's the Bengals going up against the Steelers. So with that, let's get up to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. On the call, here are Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard round between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they could be well set up for the rest of the year.
And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by a man in his 6th season now from TCU. It's Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton has developed into the unquestioned leader of the Cincinnati Bengals, and when he got hurt in the 2015 season, there went their chances to try and get to the Super Bowl.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. First drive for this offense today, and our first chance to get a look at Tyler Eifert.
And he's part of the new wave of tight ends in the NFL. They use them in every position, sometimes even by themselves as a wide receiver.
Now a former Tar Heel, Giovanni Bernard. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go. This defense looking for an early stop. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And that's complete to LaFell. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Brandon LaFell, his first touchdown as a Cincinnati Bengal. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. Look at the dance and the juke. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition, because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round,
and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Bengals add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback.
On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. They come up in an offset eye. Dalton now to pass. Trying to lay one up deep. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we, alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. They look to throw on third with Dalton. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It was for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Now a carry for Bernard. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. And a throw right sideline is complete. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, little 360. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Giovanni Bernard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in
out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Jones. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here we go with a player. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Passing, it's Dalton. And he's got his man on the comebacker. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Back now, as I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Yeah, thank you. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. And now they're in the hurry-up. Dalton, 1st and 10. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That goes for a gain of 31.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. A first down throw coming for Dalton. He's going to loft this, and that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I'd keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? 2 hands, and in this case, we just saw it with 1 hand. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. Oh, it floated on him, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. We talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Underneath here to Hill. Whoosh. And he'll be taken down, but not before 21 yards.
Well, it's obvious to me that the big guy is beyond locked in. We saw last week a scintillating performance. We're seeing it again. I think he and his coordinator are in lockstep right now.
Sometimes a tip of the cap to the guys calling the plays here, yeah?
Not just calling the plays, setting the game plan, sitting with him during the week, watching tape as they formulate it. You know, the best ones, they listen to their guy and say, okay, what do you like this week? You like this play? You don't like that play? And that helps them formulate what they're going to do.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. 1st and 10 for Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They'll run it here with Bernard. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. And Eifert has it. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, a 22. And now a 1st down following that long gain. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
2nd down now after the incompletion.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation,
and he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. They're dangerous.